Recorded Books presents Forward March by Skye Quinlan. Narrated by Justis Bolding. Chapter 1. Unless you want your instrumental section to shun you for the entire season, you never start a story with "this one time at band camp." It's an official rule of marching band, one that's been carved into the missing door of the tuba locker, somewhere between "tie your shoes" and "keep your eyes on the field commander." But the door isn't actually missing from the locker. Mrs. Devereaux ripped it from the hinges after Natalie Portman, no, not that Natalie Portman, had been caught having sex with her boyfriend inside. I still don't know how they'd fit, even after Nadia and I squeeze inside to test our latest theory. Obviously, they took out the tubas. Nadia's great at stating the obvious. It's one of the things I love most about her. What I don't love is her elbow currently wedged between my ribs. She's standing on top of a muddy tuba case, her forehead against my temple to avoid hitting the shelf above our heads, the bottom of which is covered in wads of old, sticky-tacky bubble gum. But Matt is tall, and Natalie has a bad knee. Maybe they did it on the floor? I don't know. I shove my hands against Nadia's bony shoulders, her bronze skin slick with a sheen of sweat from rehearsal. But I'm pretty sure there's gum in my hair, and I think I smell mold in here. I tilt my head forward, and my head snags on something that feels gross and sticky, and that I might have to cut out of my curls later. With my back pressed into the far corner of the locker, Nadia pushes against my front, her knee digging painfully into my hip. "No one's cleaned this locker out for months," I say glumly. My hair snags again, and I groan. This is why gum is illegal in the band room. "Not since Natalie tainted it. Let me out before I die of something worse than suffocation." Nadia snorts and sprays my cheek with spit. Her dark eyes gleam a golden brown like the polished brass of her trumpet, except maybe with a touch more deviance. She's kissed a few boys in here too, but she swears that the mechanics are different. I've never cared enough to ask how, and I still don't know why Nadia brought me in here. Bellamy or Evelyn would have done this with far more enthusiasm. "Natalie wasn't the first to get laid in here, you know." "No," I say dryly, wiping off my cheek. "But she's pregnant, and people think it's cursed." "It's not cursed, Harper, for God's sake. Natalie poked a hole in the condom." Tomato, tomato, who cares? I don't want to be in this locker. I twist my hips and force Nadia off the tuba case. She slides down with a grumble of protest, then stands in the doorway and narrows her eyes, pondering a new theory. "Let me out, Nadia. It's hot. You're sweaty, and I feel gross. I want to take a shower while there's still hot water in the bathroom, preferably before the color guard takes it over. The mystery of the sex locker can wait." Nadia hops out of the locker and stumbles over a flip folder with sheet music from next week's halftime show. She kicks it aside, knowing I'll slip on the folder's plastic pages and break my neck if she leaves it there. "Shower after dinner," Nadia says. As soon as I'm free from the locker, she loops her arm through my elbow. "You promised to help me clean the dorm, and I won't let you weasel your way out of it again." Our dorm is on the south side of campus, tucked behind the empty field where the band practices every afternoon. It isn't messy, per se. Nadia's half of our shared bedroom is spotless. Not a book out of place or even a shoe left out on the floor. She likes it that way, the sparkling cleanliness that makes my skin crawl. I thrive in the organized chaos that's my half. My clothes and books and a pencil or three scattered across the stained beige carpet. Everything I have has a place, on the floor, beneath my bed, or on the rotting windowsill, but at least I know where everything is. As organized as Nadia might be, she can never find anything she's looking for. And if there's...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?